welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Colin. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please consider subscribing. And for the returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for always supporting. Please share it, tell your friends to subscribe. Please let's take this channel to another level. So we can only do that by telling others, by sharing with others, and also by subscribing is if you haven't. So next time I'm going to see an improvement in this channel. Thank you so much as you do that. God bless you all. Today I'm going to show you how to do massa. So basically massa is like a rice pancake. It's just like a rice cake or something, but massa is a food that is eaten in the northern part of Nigeria. Other part eat, but mostly is you find it in the north part of Nigeria, and I think other African countries are also eating massa as well, if I'm not mistaken. When I grew up, we used to have it for breakfast, and you can eat it as a snack. And also, yeah, at any time you want, you can eat massa, and it's so simple to make. Very simple to make. Now the things that you will need to make this massa, I told you, is very easy and is quick to put together. Just a little bit of time, and that time that is going to take is because you're going to soak the rice, so that is the time it will consume. But after that, everything is just so easy to make. So now let's go through our ingredients. The first thing I'm going to show you is yeast. I have salt, I have sugar, and I have nutmeg, which is optional. If you don't have nutmeg, it's still very fine. And then I have broken rice, but if you don't have broken rice, you can use the whole grain, or you can use any kind of rice for this. You don't have to worry about it. So the first thing I'm going to do now is measure some of the rice into this bowl, and I'll soak it. And one thing is I'll cook part of the rice, and then I will soak part of the rice, because you will need the cooked rice and the uncooked one. Then you mix them together. That gives you a perfect massa. And yeah, while we're measuring this, I'm going to measure, like, I'm using this spoon. I'm going to measure like 4 of this, and then I'll soak it. So while we're measuring this, I think I didn't know how to do this massa anyway. So one day something funny happened that I keep, anytime I'm making massa, I will think of that. So my mom know how to do like the massa that we use corn flour, but she didn't know how to make like, or she didn't know how to make this rice massa. So one day she just brought rice, and then we soak it into the water. We thought you just make it like that, and then we soak it into the water. We didn't put yeast. And then after blending the rice, we didn't even let anything to rice. Once we blended, we just mixed in our sugar, and then we started frying. We started frying it, and then you won't believe what happened. The massa outside was cooked, but inside was not cooked. So this is the ones that I've measured out. I think it's a bit much for me, so I will just take out like 1 more and just use 3 of this. Yeah, it still look much though, but yeah, I think it should be okay now. After measuring it out, so that is to say, like, this is 3 cups now. I was thinking I'm going to use 4, but it was really much, so I reduced 1 cup. I'm going to add water, and then we'll soak it. So what you want to do again is use warm water so it soaks. If you're not in a hurry, you can leave this overnight, okay? What I'm going to do now is another way is use warm water, because I don't have all the time to be waiting. I'm really craving for it, so I'm going to use a warm water to soak it. with. And if you use warm water, it should just take you about like 30 to 35 minutes. Before I soak it, I will wash it first, then I will soak it. So let's go over and then wash it. Yes. I'll soak the rice and then I'll let it to soak for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll come back. Let's go over to the next process. My camera is shaking a bit, so sometimes it may be clear, sometimes not clear. Just bear with me. The natural light is not that enough and I don't have ring light yet, so sometimes it goes blurry and sometimes it's still bright, so you have to just bear with me. I'll measure out one of this cup and then put it in here because we will cook this one. We're going to cook it. So if you use 3 of these for the uncooked rice, you have to use 1 of this one again for the cooked rice, because it's going to, you know, rise and the rice will be more, so it will almost be as the same as that one, because when you cook rice it always flavors. Yeah, so now I will go ahead and add the rice into the pot. I'll take the hot water that I've already boiled and just rinse it into it. Now, you know, sometimes we wash this rice just to take out the dirt, but the rice, it's not as if it's dirty, okay? But because we are not sure how and who handled it, so that's why you have to wash. But if you know the source of your rice, then you can decide to either wash it or not to wash it. So I'll just go ahead and then I'll cover the rice and let it cook until it is tender and soft. I think we're going to cook it until it's soft. So this rice, we are not adding salt, okay? Please don't put salt in this rice. We are not adding salt. So another thing is you have to let the rice cool down completely before adding it into the yeast. Yeah, so the rice is cooked now. What I'm going to do is I'll transfer it into a bowl. I'll just take the rice here and place it into this water. This is a bowl of a cold water. Now this will help the rice to, you know, to cool down fast. So I'll just let it there and set it aside and then wait for the rice to soak a bit more. After soaking it, your rice should be like this. Now it's time for us to start blending the rice. We will blend until it's smooth. Yeah, so I have my blender here. I also have 1 cup of water that I'm going to use. I'll just add the rice. You don't want to over add the rice. You want to be careful when adding your rice, because if you add it too much, you will not find it hard to blend it. So I added water and it's above the rice, so that makes it easier to blend. But you see, when you start blending rice, it gets thicker. So the remaining one here, I will just go ahead and add it all at once, and I'll tell you why I just add it all at once. That is because we still have the cooked rice we are going to put it. So even if this one get so soft, if you use that one, it's going to make it thick. But that is not to say that you should use a lot of water, okay? The next thing we'll do now is to blend our rice. I'm going to blend it now until it's very, very small. So because of this, because of the noise in the blender, I will stop talking and then just continue blending. So now it is soft, so we'll not turn it into the bowl that we are going to do the mixing. I don't have the kasko, that's what they call it. So it's just going to be like a pancake. And then this is our rice. I think it has cooled down. It has actually cooled down. So I'll just go ahead and add it into the liquid. Now I'm going to mix this together. Until it's smooth. Anyway, that's what I will just say you mix it until it is smooth. So let's go to the next step now. I'll go ahead and add my nutmeg first. If just as I told you, nutmeg is optional, okay? It's optional. Some people don't like the way nutmeg smells, so you have to skip the process if you want. I'll add my sugar and then mix it. Everything you add there one at a point, stir it when it's completely mixed, and then add the next one. So the sugar should be fine. Now I'm going to add salt. I'm adding like a teaspoon of salt and then mix it again. So now the last thing that goes in there is the yeast. And then time to stir. So you have to stir this very well, because you know this yeast, we did not soak it into water. So if you don't stir it well, you will still see some yeast that are still dry coming up after you stir it, because you didn't stir for long. So yeah, so after mixing it for this long, I added a bit of sugar off camera, but it was just like about a teaspoon or a tablespoon. Yeah, now I think it's well mixed. I'll take the cling film. If you have a towel, you should use it, but if not, sorry for that noise, my kids are playing. And then so I'll just go ahead and take it. If you have a towel, it's fine, okay? It must not be a cling film, so don't worry about that. If you don't have a cling film, you just want to make sure that it's tightly covered, okay? And put it somewhere that is a bit warm. If your temperature is warm, you can just leave it outside, but here now, right now, it's very cold, so I won't leave it here because it will take ages for it. So I'm going to place it into my microwave and then let it rest there for about 30 minutes. Then I will come back. Welcome back. This is our dough. It has risen. Can you see it bringing out like foam? Look, that means it has risen. So now I have the oil. We are going to be using oil. So this one doesn't consume a lot of oil. It's just like you apply a little bit of oil, put it, and then when you flip it, you apply a bit of oil and you put it again. And this is what I'll be putting it inside, okay? I will bring a kitchen roll just that way. So normally what you will always do is use a spoon and just take your oil and put it in the frying pan like this, and then add it. Or to me, if you don't like much oil, I'm going to use this spoon to split it, okay? So if you don't like too much oil, you can just take a brush and brush it with it. Yeah, that's it. You're good to go as well. So I'll mix it to make sure that everything is well mixed. Turn on the fire, but I'll put it in a medium like heat, not high, because if you put it on high, it's going to burn everything. So we don't want that. Just cook like that. Once the pot is hot, I just go ahead and cook it. How they used to do this massa is called kasko, but because I don't have the kasko, that is why I'm using frying pan. But if it's in the kasko, the way it comes out is so nice, like it will look like a buns. Can you see that? Now it's time for you to flip it over. So we'll just let it to rest a bit, and then I will flip it. because I want it to finish faster, so I'll do it in different shapes. Some is smaller shape. So at this time, you don't have to flip it. Can you see how amazing it is looking? It's just like pancake though. It's just like when you're making a pancake. Can you see that? But it's not really pancake. It's just a rice with yeast. At this point, you don't go ahead and add oil, but no, I'm not going to add oil because I don't eat too much oil. Okay. Now it is ready. So you just put it in there and then go to the next one. Repeat the same process. Add a bit of oil. And if it's a kasko, I think you will need like more oil. So I'll make it smaller now. So since I don't have it and I want to eat it, I think someone out there may also want to eat it and they don't have the kasko. So I don't want to do this so that you know that there's always a way to make it. So now it's time to flip it. 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and then it's as easy as that. There's nothing more, nothing less. So here is our massa. For breakfast you either have it with a cup of tea, and then if you're just snacking on it, you have it with this pepper. This one is salt and maggi and ginger, and then chili pepper. So this is what they use to make this. Look at the massa. Can you see how nice the massa is? Look at that, it is so nice. You just take it like this and then dip it in there. So this is the one that I make it into this shape. Now look at that, it's so nice, so nice. Friends, you can try this out. Even if you have not eaten massa before, try it out. It's so nice and you will love it. Or you can decide to have it with your cup of tea. So normally we have this with a cup of tea for breakfast. That is it for today. I hope you enjoy making this massa without kasko with me today. Thank you for watching. Please remember to turn on your notification button if you haven't, so that anytime I upload a video you will be notified, so you can watch and share. Also tell your friends and your family members to please subscribe to my channel. That will be it for today. Until next time, I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day, and always remember that God loves you so much. Bye.